Now, the case against 3 white men accused of attacking 2 black teenage boys on Christmas Day in Maselspoort in Bloemfontein has been postponed to February. The trio allegedly attacked the boys in an attempt to get them out of a swimming pool. The people claiming that it's being reserved for white people. Moloko Moloto has been following this story for us. He was in court this morning, joining us now live this hour, just to tell us what transpired in court. Good afternoon, Moloko. Welcome to today. So what happened in court?
Good afternoon, Kulukumba Den Moyane. Well, it was a very short appearance of those 3 gentlemen in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. It took less than 15 minutes, really, and the state requested that the matter be postponed to the 28th of February in order to allow it time to continue with the investigations. And they said before court that they still need to get a video footage. Not much details regarding that outstanding video footage were divulged in court. But we did try to speak to the MEC for Economic Development, Makalo Mahale, here in the Free here in the Free State. You would recall, Braden, he was among the first officials to stand up and intervene when this matter broke out on Christmas Day. And he says the establishment, Maselspoort Resort, has been cooperating well with the authorities, and we try to seek clarity with regard to this particular video, which the state says still needs to get its hands on, considering the fact that many of us have seen that video on social media. Now, he says, MEC Mohale, that the establishment actually gave the police that particular video from the very same day this matter became known, saying they are cooperating. He's saying that this video that the police are talking about, it's just a matter of it reaching the prosecution within the criminal justice system, so that all the boxes are ticked in order for this particular video footage to be admitted in court. Now, Braden, obviously outside court we saw political parties across the party lines demonstrating outside, the EFF being the only one that manages to pull the large numbers. And we have had an opportunity, of course, to speak to them. But before we even play the bite of the father of one of these 2 youngsters, you would recall on January 8, when the African National Congress was celebrating its anniversary here in the Free State, the president of the party, Cyril Ramaphosa, invited those 2 youngsters, the 18-year-old and the 13-year-old, and he also stood up there on the podium with them, calling them heroes, saying that they must not fear white people, saying in Sesotho, essentially saying that they must not fear white people. White people's time is over, and that did not sit well with everybody. But then there are some people who felt that the president was polarizing this whole issue, that as the #1 citizen he should have sounded more a conciliatory note. But some people are saying, look, racism is a big problem not only in our country, it is demeaning, it is meant to belittle those who are on the receiving ends. Of course, we spoke to the family of these 2 youngsters, Professor Brian Nakedi, who says, look, the young people, the youngsters are willing to move on with their lives, and they have been trying to protect them so that they don't encounter secondary victimization, since they are now in the spotlight. And perhaps let's listen to him as he was telling us that they indeed are trying to move on with their lives.
We are so far good, in the sense that there are further investigations, and the state is very much seized with the matter. So we are in the hands of the NPA so far. It cannot be a total ban on their lives, However, they are at the moment trying to take it easy. As you may be aware, there has been a resumption of academic activities, and they are now focusing on what needs to be done at their age.